Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well, and if you happen to be new, I'm Sandy and I'm really excited that you're here. I am working on a new journal series, so I am taking sewing patterns and turning them into little junk journals. And I thought I would go ahead and do a video on how I'm doing this. That way I can remember, and then if you all want to give it a try, you'll have this video to reference. So first off, I have emptied out all of the contents of the sewing pattern, but I saved all that because I will be using that in the journal. And then next, I just want to cut these apart because I'm going to glue them onto this felt that you see here on my desk. I have had this felt in my stash for a while, and I kept trying to think of what I wanted to make with it, like if I wanted to cut something out on my Cricut with it, but then I got the idea of using it in a journal because it's a little squishy, you know, so it's not as squishy as batting, but it still gives you a little bit of squish. And so I thought, what a fun way, because I have all these different colors. I'll show you in a little bit the other ones I'm working on. So I cut these down, and I want to have a border around the sewing pattern and have that show. So that's why I chose the red, because of the red, but I think a blue would also look really pretty. And then I am going to glue down these extra little bits here, but I'm just going to make sure I have a good border around the edges. I am going to go ahead and just be cutting this in half because I am going to attach it to a file folder. So I'll show you how to do that. So first off, I am going to glue down these little bits that are sticking up, and I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac glue for everything because it'll work. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing good. I think we're going to get some really bad storms here later on tonight. So if any of y'all are going to be involved in that, I hope everything goes well and you're safe and there's no damage. But I was on Patreon last night, and I was working on these journals and just kind of chatting with my patrons of what I've been up to. But yeah, I've been out of town. I was really proud of myself because I filmed some videos ahead of time, and so videos got posted even though I was out of town, because sometimes that can be hard to do. It seems like you all really liked my thrifting video when I went to the Peddler's Mall, so thank you all so much for watching that and commenting on that video. And let's see, I think I'm going to leave those there. I kind of like the look of that. And I think the width is going to be fine. So most of these journals will probably be about 6 1/4, you know, the front and the back. And then I'm going to do about a 1/4 inch spine on these. And I think that's a really good size. Oh, I am also going to cut this off, but definitely save this because we'll use this elsewhere in the journal. I'll just set that right there for now, and I'm just tidying this up a little bit. But I do have a couple more haul videos that'll be coming, and I'm really excited about them because I'm excited about the stuff that I picked up. You will be seeing me use it here over the next few weeks. And I did find some more stuff at my mom's, which is fun. Yeah, I think that looks good. And I don't care if this isn't perfectly straight, because I'm going to be doing a lot of sewing around the edges. As you can see, this was kind of my prototype. So even though they're not straight, I like it. And I like kind of how the grunginess of them. So I like all that. And then I will trim this off up here before I glue it to the file folder. So I'm just going to start gluing this down, and I'll fast forward through this. But all I do is just add some Fabri-Tac glue, and then I spread it out with my little finger saver, and then I put it on the felt. And then I just want to make sure I have it's probably, I would say, about 1/4 of an inch border across the bottom and along the side here. And then I'll trim that up here, like I said. And then I just gently use my rewards card here to spread it out. But tell me down in the comments below, what have you all been up to? Oops. Get that off of there. There we go. Let me know what you've been doing. Are y'all still following along Rach and Bella's 100 Days of Junk Journaling Ideas? I am getting caught up on those, and those are kind of fun. I will be doing a couple more videos for that now that I'm back in town. And I hope you all really enjoyed the Kit Create collab videos. I did a flip through of my video on Tuesday, and I love how my journal came out. So I'm actually going to be doing they're not really craft fairs, but they're like markets. And so if anybody's local or near here and y'all want to come to the market, you can come see me. I'll have more details on it as it gets closer. But like that So Lovely journal, I plan on trying to sell that there. And then I have, you know, an inventory of journals that I plan on selling as well. So wish me luck on that. I'll do a little video as it gets closer to the market on kind of how I plan on trying to price my journals and my setup and stuff like that at the market. But I hope it goes well. We'll see. You never know with these things. But I thought it might be fun to get out there. Okay, so then I'm going to let this dry before I proceed. So I have another one over here that has been drying. So I'm going to use that one for the next steps. But it's that easy, and it dries really well. It adheres really well. So I'm going to set that over off to the side. So then I have this little cutie here. And the felt that I'm using, I have some felt that I got from, it's called Benzie, B-E-N-Z-I-E, online. And then some of the felt, it's probably felt I got at, you know, Michael's or wherever. So the first thing that I do, you can see it's all glued down. And don't you love this green with the green on this one? This is a really cute one. I'm going to make a couple extra of these for my market, but I'm primarily making these for my patrons. So I do have a few spots open if anyone is interested. It's the Lilies tier. that will be receiving these journals, plus some ephemera pieces. So again, I'm just kind of eyeballing it to where it's about the same as the other sides. I'm not really measuring. I'm not using my scissors because I can't really cut a straight line, and I can't even really cut a straight line with rotary scissors either, which is annoying, at the rotary blade. So what I do is, it doesn't cut all the way through, but it cuts probably halfway through. You can see that. And then I just flip it over, and then I line that little cut line that I'm seeing right in there, and then run it through a few times, and then it should pull away. So you just kind of have to rip it, and it kind of comes off, which I love. So isn't that cute? And then I'm just going to go down the middle, and you'll see in a minute why I go ahead and cut these. I'm so sorry, y'all. My camera stopped working on me, so I did this off camera. So I grabbed another one so I can show you the next steps. So as I mentioned, I went ahead and cut this in half, and I'll show you why I'm cutting that in half. But like I said, you don't have to if you're wanting to make just a signature basically that doesn't have a spine. So I then move on to the file folder here, and I want to cut the height off of the file folder. So these are both the same height, and I'm just gonna line up the bottom of this with the bottom of the file folder, and then I'm gonna mark a little pencil mark right here, and then we'll cut the top off. That sounded funny, cut the top off. Here we go. So you want to save this, because you could turn this into a mini journal, or you could use these for tags. So the next thing we want to do before we cut the width down is we want to make our little spine. And as you can see in these, it's tough to see on the camera, but there are 3 little score lines here. So like when you're using this as a file folder and it starts to get full of a lot of papers, then this can bend and expand to hold those papers. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do about 1/4 of an inch spine. And so I'm going to go to the score line that's closest to the fold, and I'm just going to burnish that a couple times, because that will help me fold this. Now if you wanted a fatter spine, you could go over to the 2nd or the 3rd score mark from the fold line. And so you can kind of see that maybe a little bit. So I'm just going to put my finger back behind here to support this, so I can start to fold that and make our little 1/4 inch spine. So I just have my finger back there to support that. So I fold the one that I want to fold, and then we'll burnish that down, and then we have our little spine right there. And now we want to cut the width off. And most of the journals I've been making, I'll show you in a minute, have been measuring about 6 1/4 inches and from the spine. And so I'm going to have the spine lined up really good. And I move this away about, a 1/16 of an inch from the spine. And then I'm leaving a gap here because I'm going to cover this up with fabric. And that is why I cut these in half, because I knew I wanted to have a spine, because my felt isn't wide enough to where I could have just made a bigger gap right here and wrap it around. So that's why I cut it. If you have a piece of felt that's, a lot wider than the 12 inches of felt that I had, then you wouldn't have to cut this. You could just wrap it around your spine. So just keep that in mind. But I'm going to cover this up with fabric. So I'm leaving a gap here because I don't want to cover up, because if I glued this all the way to the spine, my fabric would cover up some of this, and I don't want that to happen. And so it's looking like we're right at about 6 1/4 for this one as well. So I'm just going to mark that with a pencil right there. And I'll make sure the back will work as well. Yeah, that should be fine. So let me get my cutter. And I'm just going to make sure that my spine stays nice and vertical so I get the same cut for the front and the back. And I want to make sure these aren't off either, and these are lined up straight as well. So I have that straight, and then I'll give it a little bit of cut there. And now we have our journal cover. So I think we're done with the cutting tool. So the next step, I want to glue these on. See how cute that's gonna look? But first I want to round these corners. Before I put the felt on, because it's easier to do these one at a time, because trying to put the corner rounder through the file folder and the felt is a little tricky. There we go. And then I am going to open this up, and I'm going to line this up along this edge, and then make sure it's on the top and the bottom. Good. The height might be a smidge too tall, so let me trim that real quick. All right, I just took a little sliver off the top because it was a little too tall for my liking. So now I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to put the glue on the file folder because it just spreads a little bit easier on the file folder than on the felt. And then I'll put this down, and I'll smooth it out with my little finger saver here. I think it works well to smooth the glue out. And it's easier to smooth it out on this file folder than it is to smooth out on the felt. And then I am going to sew around the edges. So you could either not put any glue or put less glue than I did, but I think this will work just fine. And then make sure we got that all lined up well. That looks pretty good. And then I'm gonna burnish this on this side. Make sure we get good coverage there. And yeah, that looks great. Oh, that looks so cute. And then let me do the back. All right, we'll put this one on here. And then let me show you the other ones that I have made so far. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. And I want to then round the felt on each of these corners. There we go. Yeah. Isn't that adorable? Let me show you the other ones. So I think I'll stop the video here and come back for part 2, where I am going to add the fabric onto the spine, and then we'll work on the inside cover as well. But so here's this one, And then we have this darling little one here. I love how that store is stamped on some of these. And I love how grungy they are. Look how cute. So we'll have fabric going down the middle. Look at that one. So cute. I love this yellow felt with this one. And then look at the green. So cute. So, and then, oh, and then this one. This one, the camera stopped working on me. So I have, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see that, you know, they're all a little bit different sizes, but that is just because of the nature of the size of the sewing pattern. But come back for part 2, where I pick out the fabric and choose the fabric for the spine. I have so many yummy fabric. Here's a sneak peek of some of the fabrics that I am considering for the spine on these journals. So fun. Majority of these are vintage. A few of them are not. But, and then we'll work on the inside cover as well. And I'll do my little sewing detail. And then we'll pick out pages for these. But I just love how kind of there's a little bit of squish on it when you hold it. It's just, and I love the size of these. They're, I am really loving these so much. So I hope you all are too. And I hope you come back. And if you're new, I hope you subscribe. But yeah, let me know if you have a favorite so far. It's hard to choose, isn't it? So many cute ones. But yeah, this will be for my April Patreon Lily's tier. Super excited. All right, guys, I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Love you guys. And thanks to my patrons and my YouTube members. You all inspire me every single day. All right, guys. Bye.